Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're very quickly going to jump into the server. We've got Gameroos, Hypanova versus Team Molotov, and the game has actually started. So we are just a little bit taken by surprise by the teams. They didn't wait for us, but that's okay. We are live now. My name is Crisis, and I am joined for this cast by EJ. G'day, EJ.
Shout out to you, Crisis. 0-0 here in the match. 2 minutes, 18 seconds left on the clock. And I'm very happy to see the Molotov boys back here. Blitz owning it up in the first game we cast today, taking out MVP in that match back here. And I think this is round 4 action, if I'm not mistaken, Crisis?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Of course, the rounds don't actually signify progression in the draft tournament because all of the teams are going to play all
No, full round robin.
So
Shot on goal! There we go! Lost with the first score of the day. Lost Pirate gets it in there for the Roo boys.
Yeah, we got the replay going on. It was almost a stolen goal by Grand Illusion, but Lost Pirate in the end getting the credit there. And now on defensive duties, we got on the blue team, we got Gameroos Hypanova versus Team Molotov on the orange team.
All right, 1:41 on the clock here. Pressure from the Roo boys. They're going to get Guru. I know they're Gameroos, but Roo's a little tag. And getting the pressure onto the Molotov goal, but swings back down the other end of the field. I'm hoping to see some good aerial action in this one, Crisis. Team Molotov getting the airborne defenses going. And just as I say that, Toxic does a possible shot on goal, but the ball just a little bit too high here for Lost Pirate. He tries to get the center in. Nice defense by the boys in yellow or orange. Doesn't matter. Colorblind, shout out to you, Dave, if you haven't listened. 1 minute, 7 seconds. Ball back down to the other end of the field. The quick turnaround we're seeing in the matches. You guys were talking about it in the last game, as Bizer was saying. You can be pressuring one end. Seconds later, it's a goal at the other. We've been seeing it all day here, and it's what makes Rocket League so exciting, particularly when the pros are out for the Plantronics League, Crisis.
Yeah, this is the draft tournament that's going to decide how these teams are going to end up getting seeded. Here's an opportunity to equalize for Team Molotov in this first game, but it is well defended. Lost Pirate getting the clear there in the end. Now the ball carried through to the orange zone, but it doesn't seem to spend a lot of time in the orange zone. Gets into the back of the goal. It gets cleared out very quickly, and this time it's the ladder as Molotov look for the equalizer. Here's a shot, desperately defended by Lost Pirate, who gets the halo. Tries to carry the ball away, but has to rely on Storm Cloud to make that secure. 10 seconds remaining now as we may have a 1-0 first game of the best of 5, EJ.
Oh, with seconds to go, they had it down across the blue goal there, weren't able to get it in. Blitz was in the center of the field, but just couldn't quite get to the cross as it came over there. Lost Pirate taking the MVP from that one. And my parrots joining the cast again. Shout out to everyone who loves parrots. Woo!
Nicely done. So the Roos, Gameroos Hypanova, represented by Lost Pirate, Grand Illusion, and Storm Cloud, take the first game of the best of 5 as I hit the ready button and expect EJ to do the same by my prompting. And they're going up against Molotov. Now, while we go through the change around, Longinus, I believe there was a bit of an upset in the previous game between Molotov and who was it?
The game earlier today, Paragon.
Oh, no, I think, okay, so no, he was just talking about what happened in Molotov's previous game, and I think that Molotov actually dropped it. So they might be on a little bit of a tilt at this stage with the momentum going against them, losing that first game to the Roos.
All right, match underway here, Crisis. 6 seconds down. I'm following Blitz at the moment just because he's got the cool sunnies on. And looking good, stylish on the map tonight. And getting back in defense here. That long ball's going to just hit high. Aerials coming from everybody. Are they going to be able to nudge it forward? Could be the first goal off the crossbar. Blitz gets in with some great defense right at the end there. And the ball's still here in the goal mouth for the orange team, but the breakaway ball doesn't occur for them. Pushed into the corner. The blue team going to try and get it in the center.
Gets a little touch, and the angle isn't quite right. Blitz getting the clear away, and well, not really getting much of a clear away. Constant pressure on the orange zone is the name of the game for this first phase of play in the second game.
Oh, we had some nice obstruction play there by Blizz, just keeping the Lost Pirate out of play with a bit of a wheel lock. Lost Pirate backed out of there. He wanted nothing to do with rubbing shoulder on shoulder. Maybe groin on groin with the blitz. And I can't blame him for that.
So, shot on goal from Fork goes just wide and above in the top left-hand corner. He'll have to fall back now so that he doesn't get punished for missing that when the Roos carry the ball back into the orange zone. Up into the air goes MV Fork. They've got to find their targets sooner or later. Two shots, blitz. Just misses it, EJ.
Yes, he tried to get his stylish ass in there and knock it in, and just got a bit of block on it. He got the aerial up there and got to the ball, but fortunately couldn't defend it. Huge air by Toxic. Huge air by Blitz. Gets the ball downfield. The cross is going to come in. No, a bit of defense there by the Roo boys. This could be first goal. This could be first goal. Oh, top left corner. Hits the crossbar. Doesn't quite go in. Lost Pirate with a great save. And the 2 minutes 55 crisis. We are still 0-0 in this game.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw this from Molotov earlier on. They're just constantly peppering the open goal, or the defended goal of their opponents. And eventually, one of them's got to go in. And that's exactly what they've been doing. One attempt turns into 2-3 very quickly per play. Their goal face open for just a little bit there, but the danger doesn't turn into a goal for their opponents.
Nah, they're playing like Bizer on prom night, crisis, just fumbling around the hole, hoping to get something in, and it's not working for them.
That said, Roos the Roos make an attempt, but not able to put it in. Lost Pirate doesn't find the goal, gets back and has to defend himself. Toxic with the shot there, with the center there, that doesn't get converted. And now back into the orange zone by the Gameroo Hypanovas.
All right, I'm over following the Fork and the DeLorean at the moment. He's going to try and time travel himself into a goal here if he can. 1 minute 44 on the clock. And the standout for this particular round has been the defense, crisis. Great defense by both teams. Oh, Fork there with the slight miss, though. Double backup from his teammates, just keeping that goal mouth covered. But the ball is centered across the front of the orange goal. Are they going to be able to nudge it in? Nudges it just to the side there. That was Toxic, I think it was. No, Storm, somebody or other. And somebody or other. Poor bastard. Can't even get his name right on a cast.
Possibly one of the players.
Possibly. Maybe a bot, judging by how shit that was compared to what Stormlord would really be bringing. Apparently Mick Lord. There you go, got his name on. Following him now. We'll give him a bit of screen time, Crisis. Get on the Mick Lord and see what he can do.
All right, we're going to head on over to... I actually don't know who you're talking about. Mick Lord?
Storm McLeod.
Storm Cloud.
That dude.
Number one on the team for Gameroos.
He's the Mick Lord from now on, though, dude.
We're going to follow him right now. Oh, we should have been following Lost Pirate. Puts the ball into the back of the net and breaks the deadlock. 43 seconds of play remaining. Lost Pirate puts it away. Nicely done.
Go Gameroos there.
I like how he's role-playing there. Has the Buccaneers hat on.
All right, so we've got a beautiful block off the kickoff there. Huge aerial by Blitz. Follow-up aerial by Fork. They can't quite get the direction on it, though, Crisis, to get that ball into the goal. 31 seconds on the clock. And Team Molotov are now really under the pump to try and stay in this and get it into overtime. Centering ball comes in. No, driven out again by the blue team.
Oh, Lost Pirate fancies his chances. He's carried the ball up. He's in the orange zone. The ball is sitting up there. He gets another touch on it, sets up the aerial, but it goes begging, and Stormcloud in the end getting demoed out of the way. But he'll say thank you very much. Thanks for the TP back into the defensive zone. I'm going to carry it up back into the orange zone, up into the air. A touch from Lost Pirate, but the time runs out. Good rounds goes through. Gameroos Hypanova go 2-0 up, and they are one game away from taking round number 4 off of Team Molotov, who seem to be a little bit on tilt, EJ.
Yeah, absolutely. There, Lost Pirate picking up the MVP from the awarded game from Rocket League there. As you said, Crisis, it's round robin today, so whilst we keep saying round 4 and so forth, they play everybody once, and then the seedings will occur based off the win-loss records after that.
Yeah, so the seedings will determine who goes up into the Invite League, of course, and where they go in the Invite League. Because, of course, not all of the teams that are playing today will make it into the Invite League. Some of them will be relegated down into the main as the go button gets pressed.
Down into the Losers League.
No.
Yeah, two teams have already qualified, though, straight through to the Invite League. So we do have T teams already in, and then the draft will pick the rest. 4 minutes, 47 seconds on the clock, 15 seconds under the way here under the match, and I'm following Blitz. Centre field, manages to block the ball that was travelling down towards his own goal. But a nice aerial flick there. Oh, deflected up into the crossbar. Grand illusion with the demolition on Blitz. Clears him out of the goal, and that does it. MB Fork. Molotov, they needed that goal at the end of the last round, Crisis, but they'll be happy to start off with the opening goal of this one.
Easiest goal in the world to score for Molotov Fork. And I wonder if that's going to be the start of the reversal of their fortune. If they're going to win this game, win this round, or this match anyway, they're going to have to get a reverse sweep. So they are 2-0 down. And this might be the start of the fairy tale, ladies and gentlemen, as Molotov...
I hear that comeback train leaving the station, Crisis.
Well, let's hope that the station, the destination they're heading for is Team Molotov.
Oh, Storm Cloud in. Chance.
So not sure what's happening with your mic there, EJ, just cutting off there for a moment. Not sure whether it's lag or something like that. So I'll take on over. 3 minutes, 49 seconds of play remaining.
Toxic creeping.
Yeah, I think it was lag. Are you there?
I'm here. Hello.
Yes, okay. Lag is cleared. Fortunately, nothing happened really in terms of goals getting scored there during that little interruption that we had there. Toxic getting the halo, playing his heart out right now for Team Molotov. They're 1-0 up in this game and looking to start a comeback. Oh, a chance from the Gameroos to level it up goes begging. Stormcloud right now sitting still really. Not really able to create anything out of there. Has to fall back now to get the defense on. Let's get a long view.
So close. Sorry, Crisis. Beautiful setup there by Toxic. Got the ball high into the middle of the field. The aerial came in, but the deflection was just onto the crossbar.
Blitz sets it up for his team. The pressure on the orange zone from Molotov. They're 1-0 up though. So that's all they need to do, but with 2.5 minutes remaining to play, EJ, things could swing around.
That's an eternity in Rocket League. 2.5 minutes is an absolute eternity in Rocket League. We've seen 4 goals scored in 2.5 minutes easily. I mean, against a pretty shit team, probably by some pro team, but it's possible.
Oh, fully. I mean, I think at one stage in one of our earlier tournaments, we saw Sequential Gaming putting up 10 goals against one of their opponents. So, yep, 4 goals in 2 minutes, definitely doable for any of these two teams. Grand Illusion with a shot on goals goes begging. And now Molotov looking to turn around and get a breakaway themselves. That's a shot on goals.
Oh,
Lost Pirate gets the halo defense on and keeps it clear.
So I'll take it away. We got the DeLorean coming in from Fork. He manages to get a bit of a deflection on. Ball bouncing around centre field. Long shot on goal. Oh, Stormcloud with a fantastic defense. I thought that was in for sure, Crisis. That was a solid shot at middle of the goal. And beautiful defensive work here. It's resulted in a big fallback. And then we get Rue, brings it to an even score. It was Grand Illusion. The Gameroos player takes it to 1-1 with 1:23 on the clock. And that's what you get for just beautiful aerial follow-up through the middle of the field.
Yeah, got the right fender to it, or right wheel to it, to put it into the right corner of the goal. And that is 1-1. And all of a sudden, that momentum that Molotov were hoping to start building gets interrupted. It is 1-1 with 1 minute and 10 seconds of play remaining for this game. And now the pressure straight away from the Roos into the orange zone, and they're maintaining it, EJ, with a very important clear now coming through from the boys on Team Molotov.
All right, just sticking with Blitz at the backfield here. He's just pushing forward, come off his defensive line. He's trying to help his team and get a cross in. The cross is in, but nice aerial work in the defensive end as well. Blitz is going to have to drop back, and he doesn't. He manages to turn around and still stay in the play as the ball is in the blue goal mouth. And there's the shot from Blitz, defended out though by Stormcloud. Stormcloud has had a great defensive game this second half. Really helped his team get back into it. The play swings right down to the orange end of the field, and the Molotov boys drive it out of there, and they want to play this last 10 seconds down in the blue end of the field, particularly in the blue goal mouth, as we've probably got one more shot on goal. Crisis with the clock under 10 seconds.
Yeah, Stormcloud, as you say, doing great work on defense and featuring in these last 30 seconds again. He's disrupted 2 attempts and forces the overtime to come through. 1-1 at this stage. It is the 3rd game of the series, and Gameroos Hypanova are a golden goal away from winning the round. That said, their golden goal could go the way of Team Molotov. A chance goes begging. Another attempt on goals there from
there it goes,
and he gets the rebound and puts it away there. Beautiful play in the end there, and making sure that they stay in the series.
Yeah, fantastic work by Toxic there. Too much pressure for the blue team, the Gameroos, to hold that out in overtime, and that takes it to 2-1. And as we ready up and get ready for the 4th game in this round 4 action here of the Plantronics Pro League qualifying draft tournament, being brought to you by GameStar. Crisis and EJ behind the microphones for this one. And don't forget to share some love over on GameStar TV 2, where Don Mega is hosting a stream with various other casters. Lon's been in there, Bives has been in there, and I think we're going to get Aaron behind the microphone as well. So if you want to hear Aaron casting up a storm, jump on over to GameStar TV 2 and have a listen to Don's stream. Or stay here with the dulcet tones of Crisis and EJ.
We want them to experience Don, but we also want them to stay here. It's a very difficult position that we're in. Gameroos Hypanova 2-1 in the lead, though. They've dropped a game, and he has an attempt straight away within the first 2 seconds of play from Stormcloud. MV Fork having to defend for his life to prevent that early goal going in. Another attempt though, and this one is good.
Lost Pirate.
He's been doing the aerial work all game long, and there's a nice little touch there with the undercarriage of the car to put it in.
And for those who've never heard Aaron doing some casting, he's on GTV2 now, GameStar TV2. Go and troll him. Just coping. Stay here with us on GameStar TV1. Oh, what a shot. Toxic getting the high air there. Tries to bring the ball back down to ground in front of the goal, but the ball ends up in front of the orange goal, and a Fork doing the job of clearing it out. I'm staying with Toxic. He's been playing well all game here. Manages to get a bit of an arse shot on that one. Flicked forward by his teammate. Then the bounce into the middle. Here comes the aerial crisis. He had no gas. He had no gas. Get this boy some more Mexican food. He needs some more gas in him. And prop himself up there for a long-range shot.
Ball sitting up into the air. There's another just. It's won by Grand Illusion, but returned straight away by Blitz. Now it's sitting up for Lost Pirate to carry it forward. Here's danger for Team Molotov as the Roos get the pressure on. Oh, long range Stormcloud with the shot, but defended by Fork. Beautiful piece of play there. And Molotov breathed for yet another, for just a few moments more, with just 1-0 on the scoreboard. 1-0 is all it takes, though, for the round to go the way of the Roos. And we've seen these two teams are very, very closely matched. So, well, whether there's going to be another goal is anybody's guess, with 3 minutes 23 remaining on the clock. Now the pressure
following Lost Pirates here.
Stormcloud lurking, but it's cleared away again by Fork. We've got to give this guy kudos, EJ, because he has been defending for his life.
He's the equivalent of Stormcloud from the defense from the last game for the Gameroo boys, who was doing fantastic work. Getting big air here is Lost Pirate. Tries to drive the ball down towards the other goal line, drops back on a bit of defense, picks up the canister in the corner. And he's just watching his teammates sailing through the air. He himself noobs it up and sails through the air to nowhere. And just following the ball across the blue goal face now. No one are able to get through from Molotov. They needed it desperately there as the ball is played down the other end of the field, and we could see a total swing around and a goal here by the Blitz with the beautiful save right in the corner of the goal mouth. Drives it out of there. Gameroos keeping the pressure on. As Christ has said, they're already up 2-1. 1 goal and nil in this one. They just need to hold it here, and they will take this match and advance their win-loss record for the day. I'm still with Lost Pirate Crisis. He's desperately trying to help his teammate out. This is his chance. Oh, who was that on defense? Toxic getting it done. Wow, Crisis, look at that defense.
And carries the ball all the way up. This is what he likes to do, get it clear, then get himself into an attacking position. He's been forced to fall back very, very quickly though. Gets in and such traffic. If Fork hadn't got there, it would have been okay because Toxic had made it all the way back and was in position to defend that shot on goals from the boys in blue. And now here he goes. He's going up into the air. Is he going to be the hero? No! Oh, he's just kicking himself. Oh, he almost got a touch to it and equalized there at the 1 minute 40 minute mark, but not able to do so. He's going to get another chance though, as the ball is going to get crossed over surely by Fork. No, it's been left by Stormcloud to carry it over. Toxic sits in the midfield, tries to prevent it from going there, but Blitz forced to get the halo. Another shot. Wow, the power on that though from Grand Illusion. Puts the ball away. 1 minute 17 remaining on the clock. He came almost from his own goal face, gets 85 k's per hour onto the ball and puts it into the net there. 2-0 right now for Gameroos Hypanova, who are doing a fantastic job here on GameStar TV1.
And quick shout out to Electro Dynamo for keeping me honest with my grammar. He's got an uphill battle with that one, Crisis, all day. But he'll keep me honest, and I love it. It's good to hear. And now Mick Cloud, formerly known as Storm Cloud, the guy I'm following gets dynamite and almost saw myself. Lost Pirate there getting it on Fork. And Toxic pulls one back, Crisis. 54 seconds in this fourth game, and Molotov are still in it. They got a potential to get a second here as we watch the replay. Nice shot by Toxic. Bit of a deflection of an own goal. And fantastic work. 54 seconds on the clock. I'm going to stay with the man of the hour, Toxic here. He got the job done with that goal to keep Molotov in the game.
Yeah, we're sticking with Toxic on camera as well, EJ. And here he goes. He sees an opportunity. Well, he watches an opportunity go begging. It's crossed over. He's not needed because Blitz is there. Picks up the goal. And
they've been foxing.
With 40 seconds
They've been foxing, Crisis. They knew all along they were going to come back in this fourth game and take it to a fifth. They just want the audience to just get jizzed up inside. With 40 seconds on the clock, can Molotov scrape it out and go to a fifth game here? I think they can, Crisis. I think they can.
I think they can too, EJ, and what a game it'll be if they get it right. 30 seconds remaining. It's 2-2. As up into the air, what a beautiful touch from Blitz. That is not quite on target for the goal, but he gets there for the second touch. It just goes wide. Toxic comes through and puts it away. I almost thought it was an own goal there that was going to come through, but in the end, Toxic with a beautiful touch, and they go 3-2 up. No overtime needed at this stage. 20 seconds to go, and Molotov looking to even up the series.
Oh, don't write the Gameroos off. Anyone that's got a McLeod in their team's got to be pretty well. 10 seconds on the clock. Oh, we might have a 4-1 here. No, he manages to dig it out. It's going to be a 2-3. We're going to a game 5 here. And fantastic work by the Molotov team to bring themselves back into the game.
The ball's still live. They're keeping it up in the air, but there you go. It's going to be killed by Team Molotov. And that is the series evened up. We are going to game number 5, ladies and gentlemen, in Gameroos Hypanova versus Team Molotov.
And as we were saying, we've got 2 streams running today, so don't forget over on GameStar TV2 is also action from this Plantronics Pro League qualifiers by Don Mega hosting the stream over there. And he's had Aaron in for a cast. Bias is in for a cast. Lon's in for a cast. If you're up for a cast, let us know. You never know your luck in a big-ass city, and I better ready up. So it is 2-2 here. We are going into the 5th. And the team Molotov making a huge comeback, Crisis. They were down 2-0, not just 2 goals, and they brought it back to 2 games all going into this 5th and deciding game. 5 minutes on the clock, and let's see what the Molotov boys can do. I'll stay with Fork to start it off, and Fork's got the almost first shot on goal, and he gets a bit of a deflection, doesn't quite get there, manages to still get a push down towards the goal mouth of the blue team, and the DeLorean sporting Fork. Crisis almost to a pretty perfect start there.
Yeah, 4 minutes. Well, just the first 30 seconds of play has happened, and the pressure is on the blue zone from Team Molotov. Of course, they have the momentum at the moment, EJ, as a nice little deflection off the wall, sets the ball up, but unfortunately, Toxic beaten by the pace of the ball, and they've got to turn around, set themselves up for another attack. If if Grand Illusion has anything to say with it, though, they won't be able to attack because they will be defending as much as they can against the Roos, who will want to turn that momentum around and get themselves back onto the leaderboard in this round number 4. A shot from the walls, Halo from Lost Pirate, and then the clear from Stormcloud. Nice little defensive working together from the boys of Gameroos Hypanova, and they keep the donuts on the board.
Grandy Illusion doing a great job at the back here, Crisis, for his team, but that was a beautiful shot on goal and last second defense by the Gameroo team. 3 minutes, 25 seconds on the clock here. It's the Plantronics Pro League qualifiers. This is the 5th game of what has been an awesome match between Gameroo, Hypanova, and Team Molotov. Taking a 2-0 lead into it. We've got a goal on, though, and it is Lost Pirate with the long ranger.
Such a beautiful setup with the reverse bicycle from Grand Illusion. Pops the ball up into the air, nicely positioned for Lost Pirate to get some power behind it and get the boys from the Gameroos onto the scoreboard. They are 1-0 in the lead. It is a series that is tied up at 2-2, so whoever wins this game, ladies and gentlemen, will get the point for the round.
And we had to go into overtime to get here, Crisis. That's just how close this game is here today. And the quality of the Rocket League players in the Australasian League. Outstanding. Little defection down on goal then. Blitz manages to dig it out. Still with Grandy Illusion. He lines it up. Oh, he's slightly off course then. But he had a bit of a crack at goal. Couldn't quite finish it off. He's got to desperately try and get back in defense. Manages to push the ball sideways. And that'll buy his team some vital time to swing around here. He handbrakes it into this left-hand corner. And Stormcloud there just stealing it off him to drive it out of the goal. Aerial play to clear it out. Beautiful defensive work. Again, Grandy Illusion. And it's been the standout of today's features. Crisis is the defense of both teams. Everyone can score, but the defense has been first class.
Yeah, kind of like the Springboks this morning against the All Blacks. They had great defense, but you know what? They couldn't score any tries, and that means they don't go through to the next round. So as much as your defense needs to be on point, you have to score at least a goal to make it through. And right now it's the Roos who have managed to get that right in this last game of the series. Molotov will want to get a goal back. They've got 1 minute 47 remaining to do it. The ball sits up into the air. There's a joust that's won by Grand Illusion from the Roos, keeping the ball in the orange zone, and the pressure on Team Molotov as the Roos try to control the ball. They've lost it though. Now Blitz carries the ball forward. He's going for the solo effort. He gets the crossover. The power on it is too much though, and it flies across the field. Goal. Lost Pirates still on the defensive duties though. He's got to get up into the air and keep the ball clear.
Chance on goal here,
Crisis. Goal is open. Wide deep. Wow. Flying defense coming back. Toxic gets a touch to it and prevents the second one from going down. 1 minute 7. If they're going to be able to make a comeback, they'll look at that moment and say that is where it began, preventing the 2-0 from the boys of the of Hypanova, Gameroos Hypanova. That said, comebacks need goals scored. Get a goal in, Team Molotov, and force the overtime.
Lost Pirate driving the ball downfield here. He wants another one for Gameroos to put it beyond doubt with 42 seconds left on the clock. But the boys from Molotov have not given up yet. Oh, we got a shot on goal, and there it is. Molotov or Blitz? Team Molotov Blitz. He was MVP in the first game. Is that going to make him MVP in this game, Crisis? He brings it to 1-1 with 35 seconds on the clock. We are going down to the wire. Game 5, round 4 action here. It doesn't get any better than this.
Crucial goal for Team Molotov, and they've put it in with 30 seconds remaining. And now, well, I don't think either of these teams will want to concede a goal. Where the defenders for the Roos? Oh, that was so close. Lost Pirate managed to get there and just get a touch to it, getting the deflection so that the ball went high. We're sticking with Lost Pirate. He gets intercepted by one of the boys on the orange team. Sits up into
4
the air.
seconds. Last shot on goal. Ball still in the air, Crisis. And grounded by Toxic there to take it into overtime. So this is it. Golden point to see who takes out this match. Tied up at 2 games all. Overtime in the 5th. And the boys are just going at it hammer and tong here. I'm staying with Toxic. He's pushing his little car around as best he can, doing his flippity flip, trying to get some air as well. People are stealing his gas everywhere, but he's got a shot on here. Doesn't quite get it, Crisis.
Yeah, Grand Illusion came through from behind, knocked the ball over to the side.
But I'm telling you, if Team Molotov pulled this off, this is the absolute comeback of the day so far.
Haven't done it yet, though. It would be a reverse sweep if they could get it right. Yes, Fork with the dribble. The ball gets knocked up by the Roos. It's still in the orange zone, though. We've got Toxic falling back as he sees the danger developing. He gets a touch to it and gets the ball above his goals. Now he'll go up into the air, carries it through for his team. He's up on the wall. He's looking for the cross. Nice interception from Grand Illusion, though, but still pressure on the blue zone. Nice little touch there from Toxic. The ball's still up in the air. That is the orange goal wide open, but desperate defense from, was that Blitz again, coming through to keep the ball clear.
Yes, it was great work by Blitz there. Just that last line of defense. Huge aerial by Stormcloud goes nowhere. It looked good, though. So, well, it wasn't actually Stormcloud. He's back on defense, and it's his last chance to try and save the game. There's the cross, hits the crop of the goalpost. And the boys from Molotov still at the goal mouth here. Can't quite get the shot on.
Just a moment of lag for Blitz as he went for, took that shot on goals. But I don't know whether it was just my lag or whether it was him that actually lagged out. Well, it caused the goal to go begging in the end.
This could be a crisis.
This is going to go. Lost Pirate. Oh, he gets the savior. He has been working so hard on defense this game. It is 1-1 tied right now. We've got 5 players around the orange goals. Up comes Stormcloud. And the angle's wrong, so it knocks the ball high into the air. He's going to have to fall back now on defense. Gets a touch on the ball. Stops it going through. Keeps it in the orange zone. Now the ball high in the air. EJ, Lost Pirate looking to create something.
Shot. This could be the shot. There's the shot from Fork. Beautiful play. Flicked it up to himself. Spun the car. Watch it on the replay, ladies and gentlemen. There's the flick up. There's the aerial. There's the tap in. And there's the goal for the comeback train. We've arrived at the station, Crisis, and it smells of victory.
Well, they were 2-0 down, and they dug deep, EJ, to bring themselves back into the game, even the series up, and then got the reverse sweep, taking the round. You got to make a pick for an MVP. Who do you think it should be?
Oh, dude, I'll go with Toxic. I just thought all round in that particular game, he was very strong.
All right, fantastic play. Congratulations, Toxic. You're in the stakes for an MVP award from a GameStar TV for your play today. Well, we'll be back in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. After a short round, we're going to feature for the first time on... Oh, no, it's not the first time. It's the newly branded Kick that featured on the big one and came and kind of surprised everybody with the way that they played. Rebranded as Team 4 Not, going up against Elam in round number 5 of today's tournament. This is Crisis and EJ. We'll be right back.